That's a lie. Yo, what's going on, bro? This is what I got for y'all today, man. This is Tory Lanez prison video release. Stabber Santino Casio says Tory put money on his head and he acted in self-defense. Come on, man. We know that's a lie. Tory Lanez don't even want to be there, bro. He don't even want to be there. So why would he put money on anybody's head, bro, when he's loaded? He don't even want to be there. Are you stupid? Go ahead and hit the sub, bro. Let's get into it.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Lee LaRon, and I'm here rocking with All Urban Central. And it seems like the Shade Room has released exclusive footage from the prison stabbing with Tory Lanez.
Okay, that's Tory. All right. Standing in the doorway. Now he's over there. Oh shit. They blurring it out. But it looked like he was just standing there and the dude just, you know what I mean, came out of nowhere and started attacking him, yo.
This guy really tried to unalive Tory Lanez. I mean, he stabbed him 14 times. So the stabber in question, his name is actually Santino Casio, who's...
Now, for those of y'all that don't know, the same guy right here is Santino Casio. This guy right here, I think he's serving a life sentence in prison right now because he was dating an underage girl that was 16. And then he blasted her with a shotgun, bro. Took her life, blew her whole face off, bro. I'm talking, you know what I mean? Y'all know shotguns, bro, gonna make a spread like this. And this is a 16-year-old girl that this guy was dating. Blah! Just sprayed her shit everywhere, bro. So it's like he already ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So Tory Lanez got everything to lose. So why would he put himself in a lose-lose situation? You know what I mean? When he's not even supposed to be in the situation he's in. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense, bro.
Actually already doing a life sentence in the prison. Now, originally when we got news that Tory Lanez was stabbed, the actual sources were saying that Tory Lanez was stabbed in the yard. That is not the case. He's clearly in the facilities where they're supposed to be supervision.
They already lied.
And we're really going to give you guys all the full details. And here at All Urban Central, we're dealing in facts. So we're going to get into the facts of the case, as well as give you guys more understanding who Santino Casio is. So basically in this article right here, it says contracted killer named as a suspect in the prison.
Hold on. Before we get into this spiel here, note that in the initial report, they said Tory Lanez was stabbed outside and in the yard. Somebody snuck up from behind him and got him out in the yard. But y'all can see clear from that video that he was inside the facility, next to a cell, chilling.
Of stabbing Tory Lanez. So this article goes into a full debrief and how Canadian music artist Tory Lanez came into contact with this convicted killer who's already serving a life sentence. Casio knifed up Tory Lanez approximately 14 times before Tory Lanez were able to get away free. Where Tory Lanez's lungs almost collapsed, he was stabbed in his stomach, his back, and in his head. Luckily, Tory Lanez was rushed to the hospital and is in stable condition and recovering. But there is some important information you need to know about Casio, the stabber. Casio is already serving a life sentence, but apparently he has been adding to his criminal record during his incarceration. Apparently in January 2008,
look, this sucker's just been adding to his rap sheet, his already life sentence that he's serving, bro. So why would they believe anything he have to say? Why would the judge or anybody believe anything this guy have to say, bro? And he's steady getting in trouble after after already serving the life sentence, you know what I'm saying, that he's currently serving. Why would they believe anything this dude have to say? Come on, bro.
He was sentenced for an additional 6 years for assaulting a fellow prisoner with a deadly weapon. And in 2018, he racked up another 2 years, this time for possessing a deadly weapon. I think this gives you a general background on who Casio is. It also shows you the general welfare and how the conditions are in the actual prison. I don't know what type of security that they have at this prison. I don't even know why Tory Lanez is in general public. And then also, if he is known to keep carrying weapons, what is the penalty for something like that? I mean, clearly he has a life sentence, so he's there for the long term. But what about all the other inmates and their safety? Things are not looking good for Daystar, aka Tory Lanez, especially if he's in a facility with other convicted killers such as Casio. But in a weird turn of events, Casio's actually done a recent interview with TMZ stating that he actually attacked Tory Lanez because he heard that Tory Lanez was going to attack him.
Everything led up to that day, but that day
I wish the sucker would have turned the beat off, bro. Like, I wish he had a beat playing on this audio, bro, because you can barely hear the audio.
came out in the morning to tell him, good morning. And I told him what's up. Give him a little fist bump, ask him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what's the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He thought
You
I was
heard
comfortable
rumors,
doing
all
that
right.
and said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning,
that's a
that
lot.
night, he said some kind of crazy. So the next morning, I came out to see if everything was good. Fist bump, talked to him. He said, yeah. So I was going back into my cell. And when I looked back, instead of going to cell, he was walking towards my door. He stood in front of my cell, looked at his boys, made his little smirk. And when he showed me what he had, something in his pocket.
Man, hold up, man. He said he was standing there with some of his boys. If his boys were standing there and didn't do nothing, because I'm pretty sure Tory Lanez been helping motherfuckers get lawyers, man, and get up out the jam, bro. So if he had boys standing there and they did nothing, bro, it's like, yo, come on, man. That's a lot, bro. I find that ridiculous to believe that he had his homies standing there and they watched him get stabbed up and they did nothing. Like, come on, bro.
Instead of going to cell, he was walking towards my door. He stood in front of my cell, looked at his boys,
That is
made his little
boys.
smirk.
No smirk.
And when he showed me what he had, something in his pocket, I just rushed him.
Man, he ain't show you. Why would
What do you have
anybody
in his
show you the
pocket?
weapon?
I just rushed him.
Or if he had a weapon, why would anybody show you
Showed
that?
me, looked to me like I believed it could be a weapon at the time. So I rushed it, and I just snatched him. I just took advantage of him. Weak.
So what a weapon that so he's saying he rushed Tory Lanez, he saw something in his pocket, but he believes that could have thought or believed that was a weapon, right? So he rushed Tory Lanez, took whatever Tory Lanez had, and started stabbing him. So he's gonna flip this and say he took the knife that Tory Lanez had in his pocket from Tory Lanez and stabbed him with the knife that he thought that was Tory Lanez was gonna plan to kill him with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's kind of like he's insinuating. You know what I mean?
And I just kept slamming him and stabbing him. And
Were you trying to kill him?
No, not
Of
at all.
course.
But
Of course he was trying to kill him, bro. If somebody's trying to stab you one time, bro, that's a sign of them trying to kill you. What the fuck? What kind of question is that?
Weapon, I felt ready. And when I felt like a sting in my leg, I felt like, oh, stab me. So I moved back and I kept stabbing more. And I seen that he threw something, so I was like, oh, that. So I just kept going. After he was yelling, help, screaming, please help me. I just kicked him once and like fake protection and said, I'm like, look at me. And then I just let him go. Like, I was just saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head? What was the beef exactly about?
Exactly.
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about all these things, certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade, I'll knife up, I'll put in his place. And to me, I feel like the second, third time hearing that in conversation, I was like, man, what you trying to say? So I approached him and told him, like, what's up? Like, just going, I'll come into your cell, we'll do whatever. Like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me, like if someone was afraid or something. We were cool at the beginning. We were cool for like a year. We chilled, kicked it together, everything. It just,
They're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Okay.
I don't know. They got like little fractions, but she was more like she was different. She started kicking it with certain people, you know. And when we started doing that, that's kind of when we had our little misunderstandings and we stopped talking as much. But we were neighbors for a while. I've been knowing him for about 2 years already.
Okay. And during the situation when you and him grew a friendship?
Yeah, we were cool. We chilled, we ate, we drank, we partied, kicked it. Yeah, we were good.
How much did the guy tell you that he paid to have you killed to get off the yard?
Oh, he said double whatever I was offering, but I never made that offer. He said that someone told him I offered people money to get rid of him. So
He said he offered people money to get rid of Tory.
Some dope and stuff. So. But truth be told, I never offered no money. Like, why would I offer somebody something I could do? It didn't make sense. But once he yelled and made threats and I'll have you killed and, you know, have a run up to your cell, all that comments, I felt like, all right, you threatened my life. There's nothing else to do but confront you. And that's what happened the next morning. I asked him, are we cool? He said, yeah, it's cool. And when I went to my cell, he followed me. Like I told you earlier.
Do you have any regrets of stabbing him?
Regrets? Oh, shit.
At first he said no, now he's unsure after
You
you told
stabbed him
that story.
14 times.
Yeah. I know that. I wish I could do certain things over, you know, but at the end of the day, I mean, I felt like he threatened my life. So, I mean, I can't. So it actually felt necessary to me at the time, like the whole, in the moment, him coming to my cells, you know, showing, grabbing pocket, like, nah, I felt like, nah, it's it. So I can't say I regret taking a stand for myself. No, not at all. I mean, I feel remorseful in a sense because it really didn't have to go that far, but I mean, he made his decisions and I made mine.
Did he end up having a weapon on him?
I mean, obviously, I got a stab mark in my leg. And
Now you probably stabbed yourself, bro.
I mean,
Man, Tory probably scratched you or something, man, trying to get himself away, man. You know what I mean? Fighting for his life. And you swinging the knife all crazy, trying to stab him wherever you can. You might have nicked yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This dude is full of crap, bro.
they didn't find no weapons either.
Exactly,
I don't
bro. Like,
understand
come on,
that.
man. Like, ow. So you stabbing them with air knives. And afterwards, they don't find no weapon. They don't find a weapon from Tory. They don't find a knife that you stabbed him 14 times with. So like, did one of the one of the other inmates come and, you know, scoop up the weapons and go hide them or something like that? They need to be going in there doing a check on all the rooms, bro. Like, it's got to be there. If he got stabbed 14 times and they don't find no evidence of what he got stabbed with, it's crazy.
But okay, so no weapons were found from him, only from you.
No weapon was the weapon I was using wasn't found either. There was no weapon found.
Where'd it go?
You don't
That's
know.
what in the video it shows me putting it on the floor. That's what they were asking me. I don't know. Nobody was around. It was just me and him on the chair.
That's how you know this was a setup,
Nobody
bro.
was standing next to us. It was just me and him.
That's how you know it was a setup.
And who saved them?
I let him go. I picked him up. I told him, like, look at me. He looked at me, and then I just slammed him on the floor and kind of kicked the back of his butt with my foot, like pushed him, let him run away.
And did he run away, or did he crawl away, or how did he get away?
And
ran
despite their
down the
greatest
stairs.
efforts, California correctional facilities have put out a public statement stating that Tory Lanez has been moved because they couldn't keep him safe, which is definitely for the best. I mean, it did seem that Tory Lanez did adjust to the prison, under the circumstances, but he actually was making music and dropped a whole album while in prison. But this doesn't seem like the best situation for Tory Lanez. And obviously, as we reported recently, there has been new developments to his case. Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, who was originally found guilty for having an unregistered firearm along with other charges as it pertains to the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, has found new.
Hey, it's all because of her lying. Is why he's in prison right now. I don't care what nobody say, man. My man's is getting accused of all kinds of crazy stuff. that he didn't have nothing to do with it. He might have been present in some of those situations, but the bulk of the situation, man, nah, it wasn't even him. They ain't found my man hand, no gun residue, no fingerprints on the gun that they claim that he used to shoot her. Now he's in prison. Now he's got this guy just stabbing him up for no reason, right? But now they can't find the weapon that he used to stab Tory Lanez with. Like, all this is a setup, bro. They trying to erase Tory Lanez, bro, because they know he's this close from getting up out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then when they able to find him not guilty of all this stuff, bro, and he's able to tell his side of it, a lot of people are going to be hurt, bro. A lot of people are going to be hurt. I mean, I'm not saying physically, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, far as their career, their name, their reputation, it's going to be a wrap for a lot of these people, right? Watch and see how this play out.
Evidence, as well as a new witness who was actually there for the shooting. Kelsey's bodyguard has surprisingly came forward after feeling completely guilty.
And he changed his story.
Tory Lanez stabbing incident, decided to come forward and admit that Kelsey was the shooter. Allegedly, Kelsey Harris, former best friend of Megan Thee Stallion and who was granted immunity in the case, was the one who allegedly fired the firearm towards Megan Thee Stallion. Apparently, the two were in a dispute about their relationship status with Tory Lanez.
See, look, right here, what he's talking about was that whole situation that night when Megan, got shot supposedly by Tory Lanez, right? She came out and said that she did it. Megan Thee Stallion, her security guard, came out and said that Tory Lanez didn't do it, that the girl did it, right? But then when they bring the security guard in for questioning, they take him upstairs and talk to him behind closed doors. And then when he goes to testify, hey, the sucker don't know who did it. Now he's trying to say that, oh, they both shot her. Tory shot her and the girl, Kelsey, shot her. Like, make this stuff make sense, bro. They trying to brainwash everybody to think one thing when they know the truth is sitting right there in front of them, bro. They trying to protect certain people, which is crazy.
Since new evidence have arisen, there has been much questioning around the case, as there has been much suppressed evidence, which has garnered the attention and the support of different celebrities, organizations, and council people working to get Tory Lanez out of jail for his innocence.
Mr.
Amber Rose is trying to help him.
That he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Walter Roberts says the statement aligns with another witness who saw 2 women fighting. Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence after being convicted of shooting Stallion in the Hollywood Hills back in 2020.
If this is true, then this is a complete tragedy that Tory Lanez is facing time and potentially almost being unalived while dealing in harsh conditions, while female rapper Megan Thee Stallion saves face and falsely accused Tory Lanez for shooting him,
she out making
so she
booty
doesn't
shake.
lose street cred over her friend shooting at her and her not retaliating. Here at All Urban Central, we're dedicated to keeping you guys in the know and more surrounding Tory Lanez's case and obviously his freedom. But as always, we have to ask, what do you guys think?
Hey, yo, that's the end of the video
what's
right
up,
there,
guys?
man. Come on, man. I'm riding for my guy Tory Lanez, man. I know he ain't do none of the stuff that they said he did. I'm gonna say that again, bro. All the proof is there. You know what I'm saying? That's acquitting him of all this stuff. But yet they still got him in the system because money talks, man. There's so much money involved in trying to get him erased and keeping him behind bars, and lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got a whole team of lawyers behind Megan Thee Stallion. She's out here dancing, shaking the booty and everything, still making her music, living her life. When all along, she's the one that's living a lie, bro. Watch, all this stuff gonna come out, man. All this stuff gonna come out. But anyway, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments, man. All right, bro? This is your guy, Official Shields, man. We got more videos on the way. Y'all be cool. I'm out. Yes, sir.